Hey everyone, it's Alston and Mackenzie, and welcome back to Up in the Airstream. We still don't have an Airstream though.
Still don't have an Airstream. We weren't supposed to have an Airstream right now anyways.
True.
But
Well, it's been a little bit of a delay, and we apologize for the delay in the videos, but we just got some unfortunate news and have just been processing it a lot as a couple, as a family. And we had a video even filmed, and then we got the news. So we were in Wisconsin, and we were having a great time up there, and then I got the email of all unfortunate emails that our Airstream had been delayed 6 weeks. So, yeah. Just getting that email was tough. I remember when I opened it, I was like, I do not want to tell Mackenzie. But I will say, you have to deal, and you have to have flexibility in life, and I was so proud when I told you, because your response was really just positive and encouraging, and I felt like, hey, we're gonna be okay.
yeah,
So-
thanks. Yeah.
That was cool.
Never want to be approached with, I got a bad email. It's like, what in the world?
She thought one of our trips had been canceled. I was like,
Yeah.
I think it's worse, but it
Yeah.
was fine. So,
Yeah. I mean, we're still
uh,
going to travel.
yeah.
We're just going to travel in the truck and hotel
Yes.
until we get the Airstream. So instead of heading out around August 12th in the Airstream, we're just going to, we've booked some hotels. We're going to take the truck, and then in September, end of September, we'll get the Airstream. And
Yep.
so
it was basically delayed 6 weeks. We're heading out now around the end of October in the official Airstream.
Right.
But as you guys know, this channel is about our family travels, because it's not just travel by Airstream, it's about travel by plane, travel by car. And we got the truck. And so here's some footage of the truck. We love it. It's awesome. It's enormous. It feels like driving a monster truck.
I have to use
Yeah.
this step ladder to buckle in my children and even get myself in the
it's
car.
huge.
So it's very big.
But it makes us feel safe, and
yeah.
we definitely feel like it was the right choice for the Airstream that we're looking into. So we're going to do a whole video one day about the pros and cons, F250s, F150s, 1500 series, all that. I mean, tons of research went into that. Originally, we were going to buy a Lexus SUV to pull the Airstream, and then a person said, hey, it's a great idea.
Kept changing.
You want to end up in a ditch, so...
Then we were going to get a Tundra, then a 150, and then we finally landed on a 250. But all that to say, Airstream is delayed. We were super bummed, but we're still traveling. We're still going to be knocking off some states between now and the time we get the Airstream. Coming up, we have North Carolina, Tennessee, Arkansas, Florida, South Carolina. So we're still traveling, still knocking out some states, just not in the Airstream as soon as we thought.
Yep,
So.
and we'll share those. Here's some footage of where we were in Wisconsin. It was gorgeous. We were on the lake. Got to spend a couple weeks up there with barely any cell service. So we are traveling, and we are working remotely, homeschooling remotely. Beckett just is in the middle of summer break right now, which is great.
Right.
So we're getting they get some time off, which is fun.
Yeah. So one thing we wanted to do was we have some questions that you guys asked us, and we want to answer them.
Yeah.
So we love doing this Q&A. We will do it again, but we will answer a few of the questions that we've received so far.
These will be brief. How do we sell stuff? We sold our stuff, a lot of it on Facebook. A lot of it
Marketplace.
Mackenzie did, and she said it was stressful.
It was like another job. I mean,
Yeah.
I posted everything at once. I shouldn't have done that because whenever you have a lot of items listed, you get a lot of messages about all the individual items. So
But we
it was
sold
hard
a
keeping
lot.
up with them, but we did
Yeah.
sell a lot. We sold a lot of our big furniture, mostly what we tried to sell.
Yep.
And mostly what we kept were our clothes. So
Yeah, and we got a lot of questions about this too, like where did we store our stuff? And so one of the big reasons we sold so much stuff is that it's just so expensive right now to store things. When we sold our last house, storage prices were about $200 for a 20 by 10 unit for a month. Right now, it's $300 for a 20 by 10 unit, which is, just crazy how much it's skyrocketed. But we found a cool app, and I want you guys to know about it. We're not affiliated with them in any way, but it's really cool, and it can save you some major money if you're headed out on the road like us, or if you're just looking to store stuff in your house. And it's an app called Neighbor. It's a little bit crazy. Mackenzie thought I was nuts for wanting to do this, but it's basically the Airbnb of storage. So we found this app, it's called Neighbor, and we found a guy, he's got a basement, he doesn't use it, and so on this app, he puts his 30 by 10 basement, and I can store our stuff there, and it was only $150 a month. So we got almost double the space for almost half the price.
But the big thing is that it's insured.
It is insured. So yes, they can't steal from us.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've met the guy, he's awesome.
He has 3 other renters in the basement, right? Yeah, so.
But it's everywhere. So if you are looking for a cheap place to store stuff, people even rent out their driveways if you want. So
for cars and such, yeah.
That was interesting, but it was a great find for a cost-effective storage option.
Neighbor, the app Neighbor is where I also found that. So.
Last question for today is, where are you most excited to visit? You first.
My number one that I'm most excited to visit is Hawaii. So we knew we wanted to go to Hawaii, obviously, because we want to go see all the states in a year. So we knew we were going, but we've officially landed on the dates. We've bought the flights. We are going, part of the time that we're in Hawaii, we're going to be staying at Disney's resort, Aulani. And we're actually going to be there over Halloween. So I'm very excited for that. We talked to them. We had a cast member tell us, oh, we do a lot of fun activities with the kids for Halloween. So I'm really excited for that. And then my second runner-up is California.
Yes.
But you didn't ask for second runner-up. But it's not an exact tie, but I'm really excited for Hawaii and California.
So Hawaii, I want to talk about that a little bit because, as you guys know, I'm a travel agent full-time, and I want people to know how to get the best deals when it comes to travel, because as much as we're going to love the Airstream, we love to travel other places that you can't take an Airstream to Hawaii. And I'll say, when you know where you want to go, and if you're flexible about when you go, you can find some great deals, because we knew we wanted to go to Hawaii. We knew the dates, we could be flexible. And so you just, between putting out flight trackers, Google Flights is a great one. Scott's Cheap Flights is another great resource we use. And then just looking out for sales with airlines. And that's what we did with this particular trip. We had just been knowing we wanted to go to Hawaii. We had the money ready so that when we saw the flights, we could grab them, because sometimes they will be gone in hours. So I got the email from Southwest, 50th anniversary sale, 4 round trip tickets to Hawaii for $1,300 total. That is insane.
What would that normally cost someone?
I mean, I've seen it for $1,000 a person round trip.
So to give you some perspective, yeah, we are all 4 flying round trip for only $1,300, which is a really good deal.
Yep.
So.
And that's why it's a good reason to book with a travel agent, because we're always looking out for you.
And that's the nice thing about us being so flexible is that we were not planning to go to Hawaii over Halloween, but then we saw how great of a deal the flights were, and so we just rearranged our schedule, and now I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, me too.
So
that's my number one as well. So we're excited about Hawaii. I'm really excited. I've sold a lot of Disney Aulani, but I've never been there, so I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I'm super pumped too.
Anything else for today?
I don't think so.
No. And that's what's up in the Airstream. So remember, adventure is out there. Go find yours.
See you next time.